name's Rob Dulieu. I'm a fitness instructor and personal trainer based in Stamford. Hasn't always been the case. I guess because my dad was very passionate about sport, that was passed down to me really, and we're a very competitive family. I'm one of five kids, so I guess you're always kind of competing over the dinner table, competing for attention, competing against each other in sports and any other number of things. We just fell in love immediately. I mean, it was just, one of these things where you meet somebody in life that's you just felt like you've known that person forever, and it was just the most wonderful feeling. It was as if the weight of the world had come off my shoulders. Planning Mandy's 40th birthday party, and it just seems like a logical thing for me to propose to her. Watched her face and there was a look of shock, which I thought was horror, and I thought, oh my god, she's going to say no. And it turned out that she just welled up in tears, floods of tears, and said yes. Shortly after that, Mandy suddenly developed this lump in her neck very, very quickly, and neither of us thought it was anything serious. We just thought it's just one of these things. So I said, maybe a good idea to go down to the doctors and get it checked out. I really thought, well, it's like chances of it being malignant are few and far between, and it can't happen to her. So sitting there in the consultant's room, and it's very matter of fact, basically say, okay, we've had a look at the lump on your neck, and sorry to say it's malignant, and it's a form of cancer called non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, for which there's no cure. I've waited all my life for this person to come along, somebody that loves me for who I am, what I am, she just accepts me for me and doesn't want to change me, and gives me unconditional love and asks for nothing back in return. She gives and gives and gives. She's just the most giving person. I remember particularly there was one girl who I really admired, and she was a very no-nonsense sort of girl, and she introduced me to an exercise called the plank. Suddenly it became a little bit of a kind of an obsession really, I guess, and I started to push it and push it and push it, and before I knew it I was up to 10 minutes. One of my lady clients said to me, I wonder what the world record is. And I thought, that's a good question. So I looked and looked. It took me weeks to find anything resembling a world record, and then finally I found something, and it turned out to be it was an unofficial world record, but it was 25 minutes 08, and I couldn't find any time that topped that. And I thought, okay, that's something to have a go for. And I set my stall out, and I made a board, call it a goal board, and I put all of my goals on there, and one of those goals was to break the world record, the unofficial world record, and I gave myself until 31st December this year to do that, and by July I got 25:10, and it was suddenly like, wow, I'm actually world class at something. At the age of 50, it's taken me all these years, but I finally found the one thing that I'm world class at, and I've got to go for this. I've got to go for the official record.
Okay. He's very nearly in position. When those knees go up, is the time. Okay, shall we give him a countdown? From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the time starts now.
I'm holding those thoughts of what this is doing, how much this can possibly help people that are suffering something that's far greater than I've ever suffered, and it's a mission. I'm on a mission, and it's a life's mission. And I've always said, I said this to Mandy 2 years ago, I always felt I was destined for greatness. Well, if my legacy is that I raised £10,000 for charity, that's the most important thing to me right now. This is my moment, and I'm having this moment, and I'm going to stay up there and stay up there and stay up there if they have to drag me off that stage until I'm dead. But I don't intend to die, because I've got a party afterwards, and being the party animal, this is going to be some celebration. I am not going to let any of you down. Let me tell you, I'm going to break that record. I'm going to smash that record to pieces. And there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to do that. I don't care what the weather does. The forecast isn't great at the moment. Snow on the ground. I will be there, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it for all of you. But most of all, I'm doing it for Mandy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
He's done it, he's done it.